sticking around here with some of that Pac-12 action here. We got USC, who's currently number 1 right now as far as the Pac-12 standings are concerned, going up against Notre Dame. Chris, I'll start us off here talking about USC. Look, USC just survived, all right, in 3 overtimes against Arizona to stay unbeaten, right? But they look terrible on defense. And it's one thing to look at a team and be like, God, they cannot stop anybody. But when you start digging into the stats, Chris, they're 109th in total defense this year.
Grade A garbage.
They're gonna run into a couple teams that are in their conference before the season's over that are probably going to put the clamps on them on the offense, against that offense, and they're probably going to be able to put up some points. So, yeah, it's not looking all that great. The future is, anyways, for USC. Lincoln Riley doing Lincoln Riley things. I mean, this is who he is. This is who he's been. This is who he's going to be. Great offense, terrible defense. And the thing about Riley I just don't get is, why can't he get a defensive coordinator? I mean, think about this, Chris. In the NFL, I say names like McVay, Shanahan. They have pretty good defenses, and they're offensive gurus.
Yep.
I don't get it. Caleb Williams in the offense, they've had to bail him out a lot this year, and they're probably going to have to do the same thing this week against Notre Dame. Notre Dame's going to be the best defense they've seen all year. So, I mean, if they come out flat like they did like the last couple weeks, I expect Notre Dame to get some stops early and often and put this one away early. It almost doesn't matter, whether it's the Trojans defense, whether USC is playing San Jose State or Arizona State with a third-string quarterback. I mean, every week someone feasts on them. So, how Sam Hartman and the Irish going to look in this one, right? And a gotta-have-it game at home for them, right? I mean, tell me a little more about the Notre Dame Fighting Irish over there, Chris.
Yeah, no, you bring up a lot of good points. My love for Lincoln Riley and how great that defense is. But Notre Dame's 5-2. But everybody wants to hear about what the fuck happened last week against Louisville, right? I know a lot of people were high on Notre Dame this year. They had that heartbreaking loss to Ohio State. Last play of the game, 10 men on the field. Apparently Marcus Freeman can't count. I don't know. But what I do know is they got fucking destroyed in the fourth quarter against Louisville last week. I watched most of that game. And hats off to Louisville. We didn't see that one coming. We'll admit it over here on the I-80 boys. We were wrong about that. But what happened to the run game in that game for Notre Dame? What happened to Estime? This guy was supposed to be one of the top 10 backs in the country. They had 44 yards rushing against Louisville last week. Sam Hartman hadn't thrown a pick going into that game. Had 3, Christian. 3. I don't know what the hell's going on with Notre Dame's offense or what happened. I'm not sure. But if Notre Dame comes out like they did last week, Christian, they're going to get blown off the face of the planet by USC and Caleb Williams. I know that sounds crazy. I know USC don't have a defense. But if you come out against Louisville and you struggle to put up points against them, we know SC can put up some points. That's one thing they can do this year, and that's how they've been surviving. I would like to think they would be able to run the ball against SC here as bad as their defense is. And we've talked about forever, it seems like. Christian, I'm going to give you my prediction right here, and I'm going to go against the grain in this one. As we see the matchup predictor there, 60% of the country's taking Notre Dame. Give me SC in this one, and I know that's a crazy take. Give me SC 34, Notre Dame 31.
You mess around and go 7-0 last week and just start wanting to pick against the grain.
Yeah, I know, right?
Give me Notre Dame 38, USC 28, Chris. I think. Listen, Notre Dame, this is not the season that they've asked for, but I'm going to tell you right now, they've got to be pissed off coming into this one, and I think that's going to make a pretty big difference. I mean, USC, they're just playing every week like they want to get beat. And with Lincoln Riley's track record, I mean, it's a big matchup. Not saying he can't get big wins. I just think this is the one where he gets clipped. And this kind of doesn't bode well for him.
No, I like it, and I'll tell you why I like it. Somebody just knock USC off, please. Somebody. That's what I'm waiting for, personally, as a fan. I'm not a big SC fan. I'm not a big Notre Dame fan, but somebody knock Lincoln Riley off and get this motherfucker off the planet because he can't put a defense onto the field for the 8th straight year.